So welcome back to the channel everyone, happy 2020. So today I'm going to talk about how I've been using Revolut as my main bank account now for 12 months. So what is Revolut? Well, Revolut is an online bank account, very similar to Starling and Monzo. You control Revolut through an app. I signed up for Revolut because I was fed up with the transaction fees I had to pay with my traditional bank account abroad, and after using Revolut for a short while, it became clear to me, because of the usability, that Revolut was a far better bank account than my traditional bank account. So I've been using Revolut now as my daily card, my daily spending card for 12 months, and I thought it would be a good idea to tell you why I like Revolut. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you about the Revolut card, before I get into the app and all that gubbins, is the packaging it comes in. So it comes in this little cardboard case. When it gets sent to you through the post once you've applied for your card, and the card is mounted in here. Careful to cover up my card number, I've put my card back in for the purpose of this demo. But the really amazing thing about this case is if you pull one side, it opens on both sides. How amazing is that? It's like witchcraft or something. I'd love to take this packaging apart to see how that works. I'm sure it's not rocket science, but it just blows my mind how slick this is. So yeah, it's really cool packaging from Revolut. So Revolut's got some great features. The feature that attracted me initially was the fact that they don't charge commission on transaction fees abroad. So if you're travelling a lot and you're spending using your cards abroad, whether it's Visa Debit, Visa Credit, MasterCard, and your traditional bank account charges you a commission on every transaction, although it may seem like a small amount, it can really add up, particularly if you travel a lot or you spend a lot of time abroad. That's the reason I got the card, but after using the card for a while I realised there's some other great features. And it's these other great features that converted me from using Revolut just as a holiday card to a card that I use every day. So what are those features? Well, I'll go through them in more depth in a minute. So sharing bills, if you and your partner both have a Revolut card, you can share bills equally. So you can, if one person pays, you can click a button, click share, select the person, and it shares the amount. Obviously they have to click OK on their side that they accept half, or you can even cater the amount. So you can say, 75, 25, or you can change the amount that each person pays, but sharing's really fast. There's a feature called Vault. And essentially what Vault does, it rounds up your spare change. So if you spend £5.50, then it will put 50p into the Vault and it will round up that transaction to £6. And the Vault, you can set a limit on the Vault. So you can set, I'm saving, £500 for a new camera, for example. And then the Vault will top up with all your small change. And at the end of the month or end of 6 months, you'll have a Vault full of money that you can transfer back into your main account. It's essentially a savings account. I don't think it has interest, but it's a great way of saving and not really noticing it. And then another great feature that Revolut introduced in the last year, it didn't have it when I initially signed up, and that was the ability to trade shares on the app. So you can trade most, I think it's most companies on the kind of American stock exchange, so it tends to be more like your Amazons or your Teslas, those kind of companies. But you can invest in those companies, or you're not investing, I think it's more like contract for difference, but you can kind of wager bets on whether those companies are going to go up or down within the app. Essentially, because you can buy a fraction of a share, and it's great for someone who's interested in the financial markets like myself, because it gives me another place that I can trade. I made a little bit of money recently investing in Tesla, so maybe I'll give that another go. So when I say I use Revolut as my main bank account, what do I mean? Well, I still get my salary into my traditional bank account, and what I do is I set up 3 standing orders. So one standing order goes into my house bills account, another standing order goes into my savings account, and a third standing order goes into my Revolut account. So I split my salary 3 ways. That means my bills and my savings are done, and then everything I put into my Revolut account is my spending money for the month. So it's really great just having an account which is you know the money in there you can spend, although it's got to last you the month, you can spend it and you know your bills are already paid for. You control your Revolut account through the app, so let's have a look at it. Okay, to split a bill on Revolut is really easy. You just go into the payment that you want to split. So in this example, if I take this Amazon transaction for $23.98, if I click into it, now in the lower left hand side you've got an icon called split bill. So if I click on that, it then brings up a list of contacts that also have Revolut. So if I click on Lauren and click continue, the app then presents me with a 50-50 split of that bill. I can adjust the amount that I want to split with Lauren. Say if I only thought I wanted to pay £5, then I could adjust that, and then it's worked out that Lauren then owes $18.98. And then I click split bill. The app then sends Lauren a message, and in her Revolut account she'll get a message to say, yes, I accept this. And if she clicks yes, then it splits the bill between us. She can also decline, of course. If we look at the main screen, you can see this IKEA one I've already split. So if we go into this one, you can see that it says in green that it's already settled and that it was split. Okay, so Revolut provides some pretty detailed analytics. So you can see this month the amount I spent and what I spent it on. You can also change that to all time. So since I've had the Revolut account for 12 months, you can see the amount of money I transferred. Obviously it looks like I spend my money on restaurants as my next biggest expense, then shopping, then groceries, transport, travel, taking cash out, etc. You can change that and see it by merchant. So most of my money goes to myself by the looks of it. And then Sainsbury's, where we do our weekly grocery shop, and then to my girlfriend, so kind of where I'd expect my money to be going. And then you can split that by country as well. So because I'm British, obviously most of my transactions are in the United Kingdom. I then spend a fair amount of time in Spain, so that's my next destination where I spend the most money. You can set a budget. So if I go back to monthly, set a budget, say this month I don't want to spend more than £1,400. And then you can turn on budgeting categories. For instance, maybe this month I don't want to spend more than £300 in restaurants. And then Revolut will alert you and it will give you advice on how you can meet these budgets. So, example, I've got £953 left to spend this month before I hit my budget. So another feature I really like about Revolut are the vaults. So vaults are essentially savings accounts. So they round up the change and then they put a little bit of money aside from each transaction. So I've got one called savings at the moment, and as you can see I've only got £2.76 in it, and that's because I've recently emptied it. So if I go into savings, you can change the goal amount. So I could set this goal to, I don't know, maybe let's set it to £500. Click done. And then we could change the name of the goal, so we can rename it, and we could call this new camera for YouTube. There we go. And now Revolut will just save up to £500, and it'll just be saving away with my spare change. It has different multipliers, so you can change the accelerator. So at the moment I've got on that 1 times. You can accelerate the amount of spare change it saves if you want to save a bit faster. And I find it just a really handy way of saving money. So Revolut's now fully compatible with Google Play. This means you can pay with your Revolut account, and it means you don't have to take your card with you, as you can pay with your phone. Okay, so a handy security feature of Revolut is if you've got any security worries about the card, you can come in here and easily freeze it, and that will just stop anyone using the card or any more transactions being spent on it. And when you're happy again, you can just simply click and it will unfreeze the card. So you can also create new virtual cards, which are great if you want to spend online. You can create virtual cards, and then you can delete them easily again. So transferring money to people is really easy in Revolut. If you click on them, you can select whether you want to send or request money from them. You click send, and then you can select the amount, for example £100. You can select a gift to go with the transaction. So the gifts are just a bit of fun, and they appear in the request or the message when you receive the money the other side, and then you click send and it will transfer the money across to Lauren in this case. So as I mentioned previously, you can also perform share trading through your Revolut account. So if you go into trading, you can see I don't have any balance in this account at the moment, but you can fund the account and you can transfer a balance across from your Revolut account into your share trading account, and then you can invest in various instruments. For example, let's look at Tesla. So we can see the current price of a Tesla share is $446, and that's moving up and down as the market moves. And I could buy a Tesla share, so I could buy one share, should be about $446, or I could buy a fraction of the share, so I could buy 0.01 share, and that'd be about $4. And I can place my order, I will purchase a share, and then if the price of the Tesla share rises, then I will gain money. If the price of the Tesla share falls, obviously I'll lose money, and then I can manage my shares in this app. You can also set price alerts for various financial instruments. So if I want to be alerted, for example, when Tesla hits $446, if it ever drops back down to that price, I can set an alert for that. And then Revolut will send me an alert if the Tesla share price ever falls back to $446. Okay, so how much does it cost to sign up for Revolut? Well, if you go with their standard card, their free card, then it's just simply, in the UK anyway, it's $4.99, and that really just covers the cost of postage of them sending you the plastic card out. Of course, you can use it as soon as you sign up, and you can use it with Google or Apple Pay. They do have premium and metal cards, so the premium account you pay $6.99 a month, and the metal account you pay $12.99 a month. So I'm not a premium or metal account holder myself, but they give you benefits such as lounge access at airports, and obviously with the metal account you get a metal spending card, which I know some people like. So thank you for watching my review of the Revolut account. This video is not sponsored or affiliated in any way. I've just been using Revolut now for 12 months, and I thought it'd be useful to bring my experience of it to you in case you're looking at signing up for a Revolut or an app-based bank account. Now, if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe to the channel.